You're watching Fantasy Now Plus.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's Wednesday night. I don't know if we're going to keep doing Wednesdays, but we've been consistent 2 weeks in a row, 2 Wednesdays in a row. We're here doing a best ball draft, maybe 2 best ball drafts. We're going to do something that we haven't done yet this summer. We're going to do some Eliminator drafts here on Underdog. Completely different format from Best Ball Mania, from most of your smaller contests. So we're going to spend some time talking strategy, talking differences, and then we're going to hop into at least one draft, probably 2, but we'll see how fast the first one goes. As always, I'm your host, Tim Holstad. With me, as always, Bryan Rockwood. Bryan, how are you doing this fine Wednesday?
I'm tired, man. It's currently my just like default state, I should say, just tired. But we're powering through, doing great. A short week this week, for those with those 9 to 5 jobs. Friday should be off, so we're excited. So we're treating ourselves to a little brand new Eliminator contest. And I'm excited to do something new. So I can't wait to find out really what is different, like what like strategy wise, what we need to do, and go from there. So that's how I'm doing. Tim, how are you doing? I feel like I always forget to ask you and serve it back to you.
It's all good. I'm doing all right. Work is work, life is life, and it's always 110 here in Arizona, so I basically can never go outside or look at the sun. So we're holed up and we're drafting best ball teams instead, like any healthy, well-adjusted adult would do.
Hey, find a way. You find a way to push through. And look, all the sun is telling you is that you just need to win this, right? You just win the Millie Maker, or not Millie Maker, win the Best Ball Mania, win a couple Eliminator drafts, and then you can find yourself out of Arizona, somewhere where that's only 90 degrees when it's hot out. Who knows? Treat yourself.
Yeah, although right now in the country, that's basically nowhere. It's 90 plus 100 almost everywhere, so that's great. Everything's fine there, I'm sure. Nothing to see here.
Don't look into that.
Yeah, we'll get into it, and let's talk about the Eliminator. So this contest has existed for, I want to say, 3 or 4 years at this point, but the first couple of years it was a different format, and last year they completely reworked it. They changed how everything worked, and they've kept that format from last year. Basically, let me click on this and we'll just kind of look at it. If my computer will work. Please work. Okay. So $10 entry, max 150, so $1,500 to max this. But if you look at the advancement, you're still in a 12-team pod when you draft, so you're still going up against only one quote-unquote copy of every player. And then it is 16 consecutive weeks of 1v1 until the very last one is a 3-person final. So basically, it is a 50% shot every single week. It is more or less a DFS slate, but you are locking in your lineup now. You're drafting the only players you have available to you to pick from, and the best score wins outside of week 1. So really, this is only year 2 of this contest in this format. There is not much game theory out there. There has certainly been a little bit of research on it. We have a winner, actually relatively active on Blue Sky in the community, goes by Purple Yoshi. Great person. I want to say, had 2 teams get to like week 13 or 14, which is more or less like the finals of most other tournaments. But yeah, so they set up the pods, they set up the contest size perfectly so that 50% gets through. in week 1. And then you face one other person, one other team every single week, all the way up until week 17, where it's a 3-person final. And if we look at the payout structure here, there is a lot of incentive to, obviously you want to make it to the final. You can get $200,000 if you win it all. If you make it to the final, you get at least $76,000. But there's a pretty steep range here where like the payout just starts getting really good and really worth your money. Right around the 193 to 384th range, you get $500. You get $1,000 if you make it to the next round, $2,000, so on and so forth. That's right around the week 12 to 14 range is more or less what you're looking for. So, you know, bye weeks are a huge factor in this tournament. One of the main things that the research has shown in the year that we have is you don't want too many players with the same bye weeks, because again, this is more or less a weekly DFS tournament almost. It's kind of like weekly winners, but not quite like weekly winners. Weekly winners is just paying out whoever scores the most points of the teams you drafted every single week, and first place gets like $50,000 and whatnot. This is more of, you only have to beat one person and whoever's on their team, and you have no control over that. There's no bracket you can see ahead of time. It's just completely randomly generated every single week. You might face your own team. I haven't heard of that happening, but statistically that is possible if you have multiple teams that make it past week 1. We'll see. But the idea is to get off to a very strong start, because you need to be one of the 6 teams to advance out of week 1. So week 17 is all that matters for Best Ball Mania and for all these smaller contests. Week 1, in theory, is all that matters in the Eliminator, because if you don't get past week 1, it doesn't matter how good your team is. So, an immediate conversation and something you'll notice in the ADP, Malik Neighbors, he goes low. He's a scary proposition. He's probably not playing week 1. He might even not play for like the first 4 games. He might be awful. So there's a lot of things to think about. Rookies are a little less attractive because very few rookies just start off hot and start off producing. You're not caring about like which quarterback might get replaced at the end of the season, because you're going to be very lucky if you get to the end of the season, and that's like not really your concern. So it's more so a front-loaded 1v1 type of tournament that you don't really have control over, but there are certainly some aspects of things that you can do to stack the cards a little bit more in your favor.
Wow. It is. So yeah, I'm glad that we went over that, because I didn't really realize how important that week 1 is, and that makes so much sense for the rookies. Like, you can't risk it all, and now I'm curious to hop in and get into this draft and see how people are reacting to that, and like how many people fall into the trap of going like Jeremiah Love in the second round or something like that. Because I have not seen this at all. I haven't even seen other people draft it. I haven't really seen much discussion around it. So I am just a new face, blank slate, ready to soak up any sort of information here.
Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and hop in. You'll see this is my first one of the summer. It opened when Best Ball Mania opened, but with it being a 1v1 every week, you don't really want to draft early. Some people still do, just because they feel like it, and they feel like they might have an edge from an ADP perspective, regardless of the fact that we didn't know the bye weeks when this opened. But now that we know the bye weeks, now that we know matchups, now that we are starting to get close to the point where we will have a decent understanding of depth charts and who might play week 1 and who might not, now is the time where Eliminator season, in my opinion, can officially kick off.
When we get to there, I'm really curious to see how like tiebreakers change. So, for example, like right now I pulled up week 1, and so we have all the very early lines, over under lines, and trying to figure out, all right, for example, Tampa Bay and Cincinnati, their over under is 50 and a half points.
Yeah.
Like, there will probably be a time where do we want to go like Emeka Egbuka versus someone else? And
Yeah.
how much that idea that like playing the Bengals in week 1, will that affect you to push forward and get through to the eliminator section, or does it just not matter? And like, does the player next to whoever, like maybe Chase Brown or something versus someone else, right?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that will play out in this.
Yep. One thing, running backs go even earlier. They're the easiest, highest projected points. It's still the same lineup format of you start 2 running backs, you start 3 wide receivers, you start 1 flex, 1 quarterback, 1 tight end. But because we are a lot better about predicting starting running backs, we're a lot better about knowing projectable volume early in a season compared to late in a season. Running backs are even more of a premium in this format. You'll see, Derrick Henry is the 14th pick. He's usually around pick 20 in BBM. He's a little older. He's a little more front weighted. So people want him earlier in this contest as opposed to someone like Devon Achane. You've got Breece Hall, who's right at the 2-3 turn. Javonte Williams is at the 2-3 turn. Josh Jacobs is in the 3rd round in this contest when he's a 4th round pick in BBM. So the room is going to be very running back heavy. And there is a point where you need to decide how much are you going to capitulate to that? How much are you going to say, I understand that it's a risky proposition to go 0 RB in an eliminator draft, but no one's doing it. And again, there are still a lot of principles to be had in a 0 RB format of if you pick the right players, if you get lucky, which is frankly still the majority portion of how this game works, you can have an incredibly strong team that can beat any other team any other week. And, are you willing to build some teams that feel really scary on paper? I think you should be. I don't know if we are going to in this very first draft, but it is certainly a conversation to be had as this is finally filled. We are at the 106, which I think we had last week and is my least favorite spot on the board.
Yeah, it's a very uninspiring spot on the board.
Yeah,
but to your point though about
in this format,
like,
though,
I think it's fun. All right, sure. We'll see how they fall. I'm curious, like talking about the value of the running back. Will CMC get pushed up to 4 or 5? We did see that last week. I'm pretty sure CMC went like 4 overall in one of our drafts.
Yep.
And that was on DK. That wasn't even in the eliminator.
Yep.
I'm curious to see if this follows suit. And also, what's interesting is there's not really added risk in stacking, but you can't really depend on it as much due to the fact, I guess it doesn't change too much with Basketball Mania, but like if your main stack is on bye in an early week, that feels bad. That feels pretty awful.
Yeah. And that's the second part of this conversation to be had of the theory is that the later the buys you can have, the better off you're going to be, because that's later into the contest that you're going to have missing players. So, you might have Jamar Chase and JSN as a similar player in your mind, but Jamar Chase has a week 6 bye and JSN has a week 11 bye. So you may end up going JSN in some cases over Jamar Chase if you see them the same, simply because the bye week is later. Do you want CMC, Taylor, someone weirder?
I would go, well, if we're talking about bye weeks, I would say JT. I do think CMC is a better player and a better prospect, so I think maybe we just stick with it. But JT in the 13th,
Yeah.
not bad.
And if, like I said, if you think the tiers are similar, go later. And week 1 matchups are important, but not essential. Like CMC is going to be probably the highest or second or third highest projected running back. JT is probably going to be a top 5 projected running back. Like, there's not really a difference between them from like a weekly median projection, but it all just depends on how you feel about everything. And you'll see another reason that like Derrick Henry is higher, Saquon's higher, Ashton Genty is higher in this ADP. Everyone else in this running back tier has like very early bye weeks, 5, 6, and 7. So
that's tough.
It's tough, but would you rather just not have them on your team? I would still prefer them, I think.
I think so. I think having points is also still pretty good.
Yep.
And for what it's worth, San Fran does face Rams with newly minted Myles Garrett on that team. Not that that's really stomped CMC before, but it does add a little wrinkle to it all.
Yep. Something else
here.
Yeah. Something else to talk about. I don't know if I fully agree with it, but it is the prevailing theory at this point. Elite tight end and elite quarterback is less valuable here. And it's more so go 3 at each position, have depth. Do we just do Achane?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's just too good.
Yeah. And again, we also don't want to just only shoot for late buys either, because that's where all the good money is. So you still want to win those weeks.
Right.
You can play to cash, but still be wanting to try and win it all. So it's just about a delicate balance of like, I know for sure that I'm not going to want to stack a Dolphins offense on these teams, but I want Achane specifically. Like, I might want Malik Willis, but probably not in most cases. But yeah, there's a prevailing theory that like going elite tight end, more so elite tight end than elite quarterback. Elite quarterback's a little bit better simply because the quarterback prices are better this year. But like going Bowers, going McBride, it's kind of like, are they really going to score like that much better than every other tight end weekly, especially when it's best ball and there's anywhere from 2 to 4 on your roster at any given point, like that could easily put up a similar week, and instead you got a wide receiver or a running back that like very clearly outpaced the field. So I don't think you should full fade Bowers and McBride, because I think they're too good to do that with, but there is a lot of conversation to be had about how comfortable do you feel truly like having such early investment in quarterback or tight end.
It's really interesting because I feel like my gut says I still want like an elite option there, but I get it and I understand where people are coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or we can go wide receiver, Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith is really good. I think if we go Achane, that's fine. I also think the Saints offense, we've said it ad nauseum now. We like the Saints offense here on this show. So I'm still good with that. That does put us at 2 bye weeks at 8?
No. 13, 6, and 8.
That's by 6.
Yep.
Okay. 6, 8. Okay.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, week 11 is pretty harsh on buys. Week 6 is pretty harsh, and possibly 13 is pretty harsh. Might be 14 instead. I don't have them pulled up at the moment, but there's several bye weeks where like a lot of the good quote unquote projected good teams are all on bye at the same time. So it's definitely kind of about like picking your spots.
Yeah, let's see here. Week 11, it's Atlanta, Cleveland, Green Bay, LA, Rams, New England, and Seattle.
Yeah.
Week is it week 10? I feel like week 10 also has a lot of players that we care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tampa, Chicago.
Yeah, Tampa, Chicago, Denver, and Philly.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a very specific chunk in there where like if you can get through 10 and 11, you're going to feel good about it. As we approach, are you thinking a fourth running back here? Do you want to take our first wide receiver? What feels good to you?
I want to take our first wide receiver. I think waiting any longer will kind of lose an edge. Like we're at 4. I don't think we're gonna get Lad. I don't think we're gonna get T. But if we do, that feels really good.
Yeah,
I would be interested in Mike Evans.
Yeah,
man,
I think Mike Evans makes sense here as well.
Like,
I think T-Mac is fine.
Good.
Yeah. I don't think Neighbors as our first wide receiver makes sense. If he like comes all the way back in the 5th, then we can have that conversation. Would you prefer Evans over McMillan?
I think I do.
Works for me.
I think I would.
It's a good matchup week 1. He's a vet we want to believe will start strong.
Yeah, and he is, older player. It feels so bad to say it. Older player, new team. So in theory, sometimes I'm sure the 49ers will want him to get the ball early and often. Because probably down towards the back stretch of this season, he won't be as healthy and he probably won't be able to put up the same number. So at least to start off the season, it's a good start. As our first wide receiver, that kind of feels medium. It's not disappointing. It's fine. He will be fine.
Yep.
Wow. Josh Allen. Okay, so drafted in the one position, has not decided not to listen to you. They went elite QB into elite tight end.
Yep.
No wide receiver. Meanwhile, drafted 3, 0 RB, along with drafter was at 11.
Yep. And then drafters 7 and 12 have the same exact build as we do. So, and then goes Neighbors as his first wide receiver. Listen, that's the kind of lineup that if you get there, boy, will it be scary. But
then he picks DJ Moore. Oh, you goon. I'm sure it's fine. But my feelings are well known about DJ Moore at this point.
Yeah. I'm very much tooting if he's here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with tooting. And strangely, Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams seems fine.
Yeah, Adams. I think JMO would be okay as well. I prefer a later buy. Even Burden would be fine. I think Tootin's just kind of a smash here, though.
Yes. And then with this, I would pick maybe one more running back afterwards, and then we just load on up.
It's kind of the interesting thing about Eliminator is like structure is a lot more like we only have 1 year of data, but the data very strongly says like 3.573 is like the best way to go by a large margin. So for whatever that's worth, that's usually what I'm aiming for in Eliminator. I don't usually try to get cute with anything.
3 QB, I guess it makes sense still.
Yeah. If you take a 0, you might lose. And like you don't have to put up, 160 points every week. If you think about your regular redraft type of matchup, like sometimes that's 110 to 98. Like you just need to beat one person every week. So having as many live players in a given week is ideal. I mean, Price comes all the way back. I think on Price. I don't think he'll come all the way back. But
I would be shocked, especially since we have two teams that do not have a running back yet. There we go. Wait, oh no, you just scroll down.
yeah. Yeah.
I got pranked by myself.
My screen is very laggy, so I have to click everything like 3 times right now. So that's fun. And again, stacking's not important. So if you like a quarterback, we can just take an unstacked quarterback. Doesn't matter. Which, okay, Price goes. I would be Daniels personally, unless something else stands out to you.
I think JD or Drake May. I think now's a good time to pick one of those QBs. I would pick Jaden.
Yeah.
Just based on ADP. I think that's fine. And then this allows us to, I think we missed Terry McLaurin, which is fine. Yeah. Again, stacking's not important. I have to keep reminding myself that it doesn't matter. We just want points.
Like you can, but like overstacking, very bad. Just one bad game when you need them all the most and you're out. So you want exposure into good offenses, but like picking your pieces more or less. Like you're treating it more so like a redraft team, to be honest. Like you're not worried about correlation. You're not worried about stacking. You're not worried about too much besides making sure you have bye week coverage and picking players you think can score the most points. So, weighted towards week 1, but like you still want a few upside shots. You just don't want to pay a premium for them. Like Jordan Tyson goes at 75 here and he's like in the 60s in BBM because he's a rookie and it's probably going to be a slow start for him, especially since he is injured in camp and is not going to really have much time to get ready for the NFL before the NFL starts.
So we're up at 5. We're looking towards some. Probably need to start really thinking about wide receiver.
Yeah, like Parker's fine if it would ever actually let me click him. I'm out on Alec Pierce at the moment. The injury news does not sound fantastic to me, to be honest. I'd probably be Godwin or Sutton, as boring as they are, if Parker goes.
And then I think that's probably going to be it for us to pick for Jacksonville players because having Tootin and Washington starts to worry us here. I like Washington a lot, so hopefully this ends up helping us. We'll see.
And we don't have to take Trevor Lawrence. Like we probably shouldn't take Trevor Lawrence. We can invest in a couple Jacksonville pieces, be like, they're gonna both have good games, and that's it. We're not worried about too much else. There's some good wide receivers down here that I like. There's Jaden Reed, Josh Downs feels good. Michael Wilson feels fine. Michael Pittman and Jordan Addison feel fine. Like there's plenty of good wide receiver options here that I am totally okay with.
Yeah, I love. Wow, Michael Wilson's not till week 14.
Yeah,
like that feels very, very good.
Yep. I also love Fannin. Might be able to push Fannin around the corner. No, probably. Well,
sitting at 106, not really. We still could. I mean, like it is just the gamble in the ADP game that we're going to be playing.
Yeah. Okay, I definitely said Jaden Reed. There we go. We also do need to keep an eye on the quarterback run because, again, since stacking's not a thing, are you good with Jaden Reed here?
I am, despite my thoughts on the Green Bay wide receiver room. But yeah, it's probably like Jaden Reed is an interesting player where I think I want to check the past 2 seasons. I feel like he's scored like 30 points in like the opener twice in a row for fantasy points, and then just like disappears, falls off a cliff. But
yeah,
you know, he is their gadget guy. He also just got paid, right?
Yes.
I mean, he's due for a pay because
he got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to watch quarterback because again, there's no one stacking, so like, there's not obvious places of where like this person's definitely not taking a quarterback, and we want 3 that are going to play. So getting boxed out at quarterback is kind of unacceptable in the Eliminator. Like,
yeah,
there will probably be a time or two where you can't help it, but
yeah, it's currently happening now.
I mean, we're okay. Like, we still have 4. We have Dart, who I haven't even picked yet, but like he's there. It's just probably like the next time, like then you're staring at like Malik Willis, Shuck, Mayfield. Yeah. But we will see.
I'm curious to see how this front half of the draft handles this because
I think we
Rashad White goes. I do think we go Fannin.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just feels so good.
Yeah. Getting this type of 10 in this spot is good. So now we have 12 picks between us and our next QB. Yeah. So it's probably, Jackson Dart for sure is going to go next. Like Baker's not even picked here.
Yeah.
Shuck is a little scary, but whatever.
On the bright side, none of them have week 7 buys, so we don't have to like super worry. That's kind of another reason that I was like super into Daniels, because week 7 is basically just Washington and Jacksonville. I think those are the only 2. So like, you know, if you grab one of them, like you're pretty much guaranteed, as long as you don't grab the other one as well, to get where you want to go. The 11 hole has 1 running back. They are just
thinking.
They are pissing yellow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All righty. Well, and their only running back is Blake Corum.
Yeah.
They saw the workout video and they said that's all I need.
You did not like that workout video.
I did not. It was a bunch of nonsense. I'm sure there is a PT or some other trainer off to the side saying this is what you need to do, but like, dude, it's just movement for the sake of movement. There's like, I don't understand what was happening there. It's a lot of resistant bands and a lot of stuff that just looks like it's gonna hurt you. So yeah, I'm not quite the same as Amir White. My arms are as big as my thighs clip, but I don't know.
If we get fully boxed out on quarterback, I think Jonathan Brooks, it'd be a fun 5th running back and shut it down. I think Wandale makes sense.
Curious to see if you prefer Willis over Baker or something like that. Like, I think Jordan Love is probably the best option. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that.
I have it in the order that I would prefer it, I think. Like Willis is fine. Well, we get Love, so it doesn't matter.
All right. End of discussion.
Yep. Like, again, stacking's not awful. Like, this is the only Packer we're going to take with Love is Reed, so it's not the end of the world. But, yeah. And then 3rd quarterback, like, any of these guys down here is fine. Basically, none of them have a week 11 bye or a week 7 bye, so besides Darnold. So we're sitting pretty. Just got to kind of keep an eye. Everything's in the 120s, 130s, 140s. So, like, depending on how we feel about the board when it comes back around, like, we can probably push QB one round, but after that, you probably just have to take whoever's there, regardless of how much you like them or don't like them. So,
Yeah, especially if they just will be there week one.
Yeah.
Which is, unfortunately for someone like Daniel Jones, that's not necessarily a given.
Yeah. But I don't know if Daniel Jones is hitting our lineup all that much anyways. But
I hope he doesn't.
We're building contingency in case the worst happens. Willis goes. He would have been an interesting combo. Ferguson feels good here. Likely feels good. Concepcion. And now we already have Cleveland.
Yeah, I like Ferg a lot. He is just a quiet tight end that just gets it done. I'm happy there. I'm happy. So we're still at 4 running back? Yeah, I'd be okay with C-Rod. Oh, no, he's Jacksonville. Okay, yeah. Take Ferg for now.
Yep, we've got Ferg. Tight end, again, feels good. We'll tack on one late. Right now, at this point, we probably just keep an eye on quarterback and hammer wide receiver in the meantime.
Yeah, because I think our good pal, Pat Fryermuth, will always be available super, super late. That'll help us finish up there. So, yeah,
I think it's late tight ends that feel good, to be honest. Like even Dulcich, Helm, Otten, Fryermuth, even someone like Gesicki feels fine at this point. You have 2 probably going to hit your lineup tight ends every week, and now you're just building in an emergency third contingency bet that can just be your 17th or 18th round pick.
And I'm in on that, especially at tight end. Sure.
Yeah. Diggs would be lovely if he falls back. Shaheed would be fine. Tucker would be good. McMillan, good. Naylor, good. I'm not opposed to Omar Cooper. He is still a first-round pick, but we would have to get a little ugly to make up for his probably lack of points. Can't go Hunter. We have way too many Jacksonville. Again, like Debo will be good. There's too much Cleveland in there. Tesla is probably
Shaheed fine. Over Diggs.
Interesting.
Our wide receiver room isn't very
explosive,
promising at the moment. Yeah, and not that Diggs isn't good. My concern is just the fact that he's still not on a team, and he will probably get signed.
Yeah,
but where that ends up being is a little worrying. Well, now it doesn't matter. Thank you, other player. But
yeah,
I don't know. It always draws a little hesitation to me when they're still not signed. And I know it's only July, but we're only a month out before real training camp, and I don't know.
I think that's probably when he signs. It's in 2 or 3 weeks' time. Doesn't have to do anything with OTAs or anything like that, and just is done.
Just show up.
Yeah, still plenty of quarterback. I like Jalen McMillan personally.
I like it. I want a piece of that Tampa Bay offense in any capacity. Mostly the passing game. I mean, I think Bucky will always kind of be priced out to where I want him.
Yeah.
So this feels good. We've talked about a little bit about McMillan's ability to just be that boom presence on that team. I think he still can.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's also just a free player at this point. Just feels fine, and all he needs to do is just score that one 50-yard bomb, and he's probably cracking the lineup.
Yep. Probably should go quarterback here, unless they just get absolutely snapped off, which
not uncommon.
Yeah,
I guess how we have it is where I'd like it. I don't know. Bryce Young's always so interesting to me. He always feels like someone who can be really good, and yet I don't
You
know.
mean-
He just like he can win games allegedly. He can throw for 400 yards against the Rams, and yet he just fails to throw for over 200 every every other game.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get one of them. We might get. You said this is the order you would have them.
I think so.
Okay.
I think Cam Ward with Colonel Tate is going to be good. I think that is going to be an explosive combination with who's there? Oh, right, Sol. It's got Dayball. It's fine. It's fine.
He goes Bryce, so we'll go Cam Ward. Shut it down at quarterback. Feel good about that. If it lets me. Oh God. Please.
Got it. Yeah.
There we go. It is not enjoying my inputs. Okay. So yeah. Running backs dry, but like we don't overly care with the 4 that we have. Like we're gonna take a 5th with a different bye week just structurally to have it, but like even if it's like last round someone disgusting, like doesn't feel that important, because if 3 of these 4 are not hitting our lineup every week, this team is like mega doomed anyways. So
yeah,
like having a 5th is more so just like, can we accidentally hit like a major upside swing while we're at it? But like I would also be okay stopping at 4, even though I do think 5 structurally is more common, but like they all have different bye weeks. They're all relatively strong profiles. Like maybe because Tootin's a little wishy-washy, we should probably take a 5th just in case.
Yeah, if we really wanted to split hairs on it, I think the caution, or what's it? The uncertainty of Tootin, despite what we may think, should press us to get a 5th running back, like regardless.
Yeah.
Like he already, we're kind of figuring out how much of his workload is going to be taken away by Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And then to a lesser extent, LaQuint Allen. And then that whole Jacksonville offense is kind of like, we know there's going to be points. We know there's going to be yards, but where is it going to go? Yeah, like Sharps feels awesome. If that was like our 5th running back, that would feel really, really good. Yeah. I think another guy like, honestly, like Sean Tucker or even Mike Washington, I feel like would be really interesting in a very, very late round pick.
Yeah.
Because Kubiak probably does want to use both running backs. I mean, Mike Washington's gigantic and he's fast. Like, yeah, he's probably going to get some run to at least spell Genty, and then we'll see if he can do something in those small windows.
I do think we go Debo first, though.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
He's
going to find a team. He's going to play.
He will find a team. It's probably going to be Washington again.
Could be, which
okay.
But that's our only Washington player stacked with Daniels if that ends up happening. So like not ideal to have 2 week 7 buys, but not like a death knell either.
Right.
But yeah, the running backs certainly look better coming around. Kamara again, like, well, no, we have ETN, so not Kamara. Braylon Allen.
No. There was a window where I really liked Braylon Allen. That is no longer been open.
Yeah.
George Holani. Wait, did we say Price? No.
No. He went before he got to us.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Holani would be interesting. That's kind of a situation where it's like I might not take either him or Emmanuel Wilson until like I know for sure which one of them's like the guy. Because otherwise they're just a stone zero if you guess the wrong one. But I think honestly Bigsby or Tucker is the move here. I think Tesla can wait.
I always wonder like how valuable it is to take Saquon's backup, especially if what's his face is still there, Shipley.
From what I've heard, Tank is the clear 2 so far in camp. So take that for what you will.
Let's take Tank
Okay.
because we haven't taken him yet in maybe any of our drafts across both platforms.
Yeah.
And not that we really are begging to have more shares of Tank Bigsby. I don't know. It feels
It's an
good to
offense.
diversify still.
It's a good run heavy offense that if Barkley goes down, they're still going to hand it to Tank a bunch. So I'm not
And
like
if they ever want to manage Saquon's load, like Tank is probably still there to pound the rock. There we go. I'll say power the offense, but that's not really what Tank does. No, get Calvin really off of my screen.
Listen,
do not click that, man.
It's early season, and we have Cam Ward.
He wasn't even good at any. Oh, all right. Before I get too into it, I don't even know. I'm going to reel myself back. I'm going to take a big step back and figure out what was Calvin Ridley's line last year in the beginning of the season.
It was probably bad. It probably was. Oh boy. We're going to click our favorite boy. I can already tell. Cooper Kupp is
youth time.
It's going to be Cooper Kupp time in a couple rounds.
Yeah. Let's see. Week 1, 4 for 8, 4 receptions on 8 targets, 27 yards. Goose egg touchdown. Week 2, 3 catches on 6 targets for 50 yards. Week 3, 1 catch, 7 targets, 27 yards. Oof.
I like 7 targets.
I mean, that's pretty good. The process says chase targets.
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't like it. I don't like anyone down here. Like,
I guess it's fair. I know I shouldn't complain. We made this bed. We're gonna sleep in it. And for what it's worth, Calvin Ridley 10 targets in week 5, 10 targets, 131 yards.
Yeah. And then he
still in there.
Basically, he died after that. But like,
he certainly did. His old man body couldn't handle that many targets again.
But I would rather take Gunner and not have to have the Calvin Ridley conversation, to be honest.
I would take Gunner Helm.
Okay.
I would take Gunner Helm instead.
Yeah.
All right, I get really off of my cue. Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's probably Cooper Kupp. I heard some murmuring Pat Bryan is like the absolute number 3 on that offense.
Yeah, I've been kind of operating under that assumption, to be honest. Like, I think the reason they went and got Jalen Waddle is because Troy Franklin wasn't cutting it for them. And I think
also just like so much different players.
Yeah. Booty's interesting. I don't know where he's going to play, but like in theory, he's playing somewhere. I think Devon Vele probably starts the season with routes. Good old Darius Slayton might have routes. It's probably, I mean, do you think Bernard is worth a shot?
I think Jeremy Bernard is just like way more of a toolsy type of wide receiver that the Steelers haven't really used in a long time. So like part of me thinks he will be good. And like, I don't know. I think he's good. They took him in the 2nd round, 3rd round?
3rd round, yeah. Like early mid-3rd.
He is absolutely better than the guys not named Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf. And he's debatably probably more of a possession receiver than DK Metcalf. At least that's what we saw with Aaron Rodgers and DK last year. I think there's also some amount of like stock we have to put into Mike McCarthy offense and what he can usually do to make an offense hum. I don't know. I really need to like lock myself in a room and look at some of these offenses that are new and gross. So like, especially with like the Falcons and Stefanski, we know for a fact Bijan's gonna be great. We know for a fact that Drake London's gonna be good. We need to figure out if Kyle Pitts is still gonna do anything, or if Zachariah Branch is real, whatever, and kind of what goes along with that offense. And same thing with the Steelers. Rodgers was, despite everything, fine for your fantasy assets. He wasn't necessarily good. They won games, but Jalen Warren was real. Kenny Gainwell was real. DK Metcalf had the classic spike weeks, but they still won you weeks. That sucked. But and then now that offense is different. Supposedly has a more offensive minded coach, someone that has done the classic, or I'm taking the year off, I'm studying the film, I'm doing whatever. I'm learning the blade and trying to figure out how they can fix that team. Maybe the Steelers are something real. I don't know. And that's the tough part. So I have to start looking at some stuff. Whatever stuff that is, I don't really know.
I mean, listen.
Old McCarthy tape, I guess.
Yeah. Mike McCarthy's a good-ish play caller. He's fine. And Rodgers is a good-ish, fine quarterback. And all these receivers are fine-ish. It'll probably be an average to below average offense. I'm going to pound the table for Tyquan Thornton here.
I'm in. I think we saw enough last year.
And no one's taking that role. They don't want Xavier Worthy as a deep threat. He just hasn't really worked in that way. They want Worthy as more of your intermediate, Rice and Kelsey are underneath. Rice is Michael Thomas 2.0 of just slant boy. And Worthy is your middle intermediate. You're thinking about the Colts last year. He's more of your Michael Pittman, your middle of the field, out routes, all that kind of stuff. And Tyquan is Alec Pierce, and he's just going to go deep, and Mahomes is going to chuck it. We have a Kansas City offense that should be fun for the first time in 3 years. Mahomes is basically healthy already, which is nuts, but that's Patrick Mahomes. He's fully fine in camp. He's not even wearing a brace. He's going on vacation. He's just probably going to be at 100% week one. So 100% week one of Patrick Mahomes, and his deep threat in an offense that used to see Tyreek Hill go burr. Even McCole Hardman, was useful for fantasy, especially in a best ball format where you didn't have to predict when to start him. I think Thornton's just going to be the guy. And if we're wrong and it's Royals or Cyrus Allen or something, then so be it. But so far, everything I've heard, everything that beats are saying, that's not the case. So,
oh no, it's gonna be Jeff Caldwell, massive dude out of Cincinnati.
Listen, it could be. The Chiefs are silly. That's been the complaint the whole time with them, is that they just do silly things. But right now, not drafting Jeff Caldwell. I
can't believe you. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
you'll be hearing from my lawyers. I agree with everything you said, especially regarding Thornton. I think Mahomes and company are in for a way better year.
Yep. Alrighty, folks. That was our first Eliminator draft. We stuck with the traditional 3-5-7-3 format. At quarterback, we have Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, Cam Ward. Let me go to this view, actually. Daniels, Love, and Ward, all different buys. Running backs, we got 5, all different buys. Jonathan Taylor, Devon Achane, Travis Achane Jr., Bashal Tootin, and Tank Bigsby. Wide receiver had 7. This will be the interesting part of this team, but that's okay. Pretty much all different buys depending on where Debo lands, but Mike Evans, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed, Jalen McMillan, Debo Samuel, Jeremy Bernard, and Tyquan Thornton. And then at tight end, again, all different buys. A lovely little trio, Harold Fannin, Jake Ferguson, and Gunnar Helm. There was some weird teams in this draft, I noticed.
Let's pull up the full board again.
We had a 3-8-6-1 here in the 11 hole. He went 6 wide receivers and then stopped. Just didn't touch it again. And only went 1 tight end.
1 tight end is crazy. Wait, you just literally
Just Isaiah Likely.
You don't literally lose that one round, but it's Isaiah Likely? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
They're betting on Giants to fix him or use him because that's crazy to me. Okay, sounds good. That's our Mike Washington.
Yeah. Like multiple rookie running backs that are probably not playing, like multiple pass catching scat backs that don't really matter on Underdog because it's half PPR. Like you better hope that 4 out of these 6 just absolutely smash every single week. Because if you somehow make it out of round 1, that's the only way you're getting any farther than round 1.
That's a scary team. It's a scary team to pilot because obviously you have 1 week where you will not have a player in your roster. Like, was the Giants? They were pretty early, I think, right? Like
8.
Yeah, week 8, you will literally just have a 0 plugged into your lineup.
Yep.
That sucks. Like, I don't know if you've had the unfortunate experience of getting goosed by somebody, but that will indeed happen on that guy's roster, that person's roster. Excuse me.
A lot of 2 quarterback teams in this room. A lot of not very many like heavy running back teams. Like there's a 4 running back team over here. There's a lot of 5 running back teams. There's a 4 tight end team. So a lot of interesting structures for sure.
I do wonder like how that will affect our build. Like obviously it just happened. Like I do 4 tight. You were talking about 4 tight end was something you would probably do. That just feels weird. I mean, you have to. I like the Ferguson pick too, because that's like a pretty huge boom bust type of player.
No, honestly, like I wouldn't have gone Theo Johnson, but like those other 3 are like our primary late tight end targets outside of Gunnar Helm that we took. So, like, I don't blame him, but Theo Johnson's a little bit of a weird pick. But I guess if you were just like, I guess it's not the weirdest pick, like not to belabor the point on the Giants backup tight end, but like they just signed like 13 wide receivers because they don't know who their wide receiver 2 is going to be. So like they could just be like, we're just going to be in 12 and play Johnson and Likely all season in most sets. And
they might.
It is Matt Nagy, so dumber decisions have been made.
But they have someone else too, right? They have Hackett on that team too.
No, the Cardinals.
The Giants have a brain trust.
It's the worst. Minds. It's literally like a circus of like the worst possible offensive minds you could ever combine into one room. It's so funny. It's Matt Nagy. I want to say it's one of the Callahans. Bryan, I think, former Titan head coach.
They have Bryan Callahan, former Titans head coach. They have Greg Roman. Got to bring back Giro.
That's the other one.
Wow.
See, that's the funny part is this is the other Harbaugh grabbing Roman now. Not even.
They said, sure, let's do it.
Yep.
I can't believe that. I love the New York Football Giants. They're just the best.
Matt Nagy. I've kind of slowed down on Giants because of it. Like I really have. Like we were both pretty bullish on the Giants opening up best ball season. Like Cam Scatterbo can walk again after snapping his leg in half. Like Neighbors was expensive at that point. We were all in. Jackson Dart was ascending. Matt Nagy's the OC now. I might be good. I'm not gonna lie. I might be okay. Just
a massive, massive wet blanket on what would have been a very, very exciting team. Yeah. We'll see, though. I don't know,
but
I feel like we have a lot of data, though.
It's
do
also
feel like we have a lot of history.
yeah, and it's a really tough division. Like it's the Eagles, it's the Cowboys, and like as long as the Commanders don't suck again, like those are three good teams, like almost guaranteed. You know, Giants are probably still fourth in the division, even if they're good. Like their defense is great. They probably have the best defense. Well, the Eagles have the best defense, but they probably have like the second best defense in the division. You know, they added Arvell Reese somehow. I still don't really know how that. I know how that happened, and it's because of my Arizona Cardinals. But
Wow, what a
we're gonna
draft
hop
that was,
into
huh? What a draft that was. Did they
insane.
also get? No, they didn't get Sonny Styles. No, that he went to Washington.
Yeah, they got an offensive line with their other pick.
They did. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Tripod, why are we? Okay.
Freaking out.
My tripod decided to take a leap of faith and said, "You know what? I'm coming at you. We're doing a 3D experience over here on Bryan Rockwood's screen."
Alrighty, hopping in another Eliminator draft. How do you feel after one down? Scary, crazy.
It's a lot. It's like I mean it's fun. So don't get me wrong. This type of like extra added thought process to the draft is like really fascinating because you're essentially playing two games with one draft, right? Like you're playing this first, like we've got to make a top 6. We have to get like, you don't have to win the pool, but you have to, qualify, right? You got to make it through groups. And then like now you're just like, okay, like you said, it's just DFS every week. Like just you have to win, like you have to score. So like it's almost almost the closest thing to like redraft that I think they offer, right? Like just head to head, beat the person in front of you. It doesn't matter if you score 90 or 190. Like just get through, just advance, and hopefully your players like are what's it called? Like consistent enough.
Yeah.
I think maybe like for weekly winners, I was just thinking about how you'd want more like explosive upside to kind of keep and trying to aim for that like highest score every week. Whereas this one, not necessarily. Like you want some of it, but it's almost scarier to pick a guy that is getting 3 targets a game. And like I think Kayshon Boutte is a scarier prospect to me because he was someone that could easily, haul in like 35-yard touchdown, like be good enough to help you through the week. But something like this, I don't know. Like it's worrying. Obviously, his cost is a lot cheaper. Like you don't like. I think kind of like we said at the top, like Malik Neighbors is like the scariest pick because he is at 0. Like I would say, like not like the odds are he is missing like the first 4 weeks.
Probably, yeah.
So drafting him with real value, like real like draft capital sucks. like you have to be careful about that. Like it doesn't matter what his perceived upside is later because you're going to be done if you do not win your pool. So I like this. I might do a few more after we're done recording here to really get the feel for it because I'm super interested in something like this going forward.
And it's great weekly content. Like we can just check in every week and be like, how's our teams doing? Did any of them win their week? Like, and it's only a $10 entry point. Like, Best Ball Mania is $25 a piece. Smaller contests certainly have some bigger prize pools, but Eliminator is just a fun contest that you can really invest a lot of time and a lot of effort into, and it could pay off or it could blow up in your face, but it's every single week you'll have a sweat. Every single week you'll have something to root for. You'll have players to root for. So I think they really nailed it when they reformatted the contest last year, and thankfully they kept everything that worked and they didn't really change much of anything this year, honestly. It might just be a slightly bigger prize pool than last year, but outside of that, it's pretty much exactly the same.
And for what it's worth, right? Like when you talk, not everything has to be about EV and like, you know, cashing out and getting your best, right?
Yeah.
But as it stands, so right now there's like just under 200,000 entrants.
Yep.
When the top 24,000 get paid out your $10 back, that like isn't awful odds.
Yeah.
So realistically,
that's week 2 after week 2.
Because it'd be we could probably do the math as well.
Yeah, it's the 98.
Yeah, the entire because half the pool is going to be out regardless, right?
Yeah.
So
it'd be week 5. 98, half to 49, half to about 25. So after week 4, you cash basically.
Yep.
Oh god, we get the 1-7. Woo!
It's called variety, baby. That's a really tough part about this type of content in general. Like you're pretty handcuffed to the random number generator to rolling a D20, D12 and see like what it lands on, right? Like
I mean, to some extent, yeah. If you are the type of drafter that does not at all care what ADP says, then you don't have to be beholden to anything. But
very true.
So do we want to look at 0 RB and see what happens? Do we want to go just go heavy RB again? How do we want to play this? It's a similar
this one sucks because like the scientist in me, I wanted to see how 0 RB goes for us.
Yeah.
But I don't, but like if this draft opens in a way that like we have to pick like a running back, like I don't know. Then we'll see. But yeah, I'm open to us trying 0 RB. I know this is your $10, so we'll see. But I
mean, hey, there's no thing saying that heavy RB is the way to play this. It's just how ADP is, but it doesn't mean ADP is right.
Honestly, we can even say ADP is a bunch of goons, a bunch of fools.
Yeah,
like people be drafting the wrong way the whole time, and that to shape the ADP in such a way that now we can take advantage. Like, yeah, your boy, I'm okay with that. I'm like, you know, since we talked about before, like I am more open to taking someone like CD a little before like ADP. What's their buy? Is that 14?
Yeah, they have the latest buy.
Let's go.
There's a couple teams that are like elite in just pure like bye week mixed with matchup type things. Dallas is probably the best team to target in the Eliminator because of that. Arizona as well, like week 13 bye, last place schedule just around the clock and in a high offensive division. So like even though the defenses are good, everyone scores points in that division anyways. So, and honestly, Vegas is not awful. They're not great, but like it's not awful.
Right.
Do you want to pull up the week 1 schedule and see like what games are interesting?
Yeah. So like the Tampa Bay Cincinnati game is interesting.
Yep.
I kind of forget some of these teams that if they have like kind of like really bad defenses.
Yeah.
New York, Tennessee has an over/under of 39.5.
Which New York? The Jets?
The Jets. It's Jets Titans to start this season.
Well, neither team will be able to stop the other, but that might not matter because they might not be able to score anyways.
To your point, Dallas is playing the Giants. That's got a 48.5 over/under. The Ravens and the Colts have another high over/under at 49.5.
Yeah.
Those are all interesting games. Buffalo Houston's interesting, but Houston's defense is elite, so that kind of sucks. Washington Philly was going to be another one that's good, and then Arizona LA. I think is going to be an absolute barn burner. I think this is going to be a crazy scoring game.
Same. Unfortunately, we have two very interesting running backs that fell to us.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking about earlier, like with just how the draft goes. Like, I don't think we can pass on either of these guys. I think we take Ken Walker.
I would go Chase Brown.
You want to go Chase Brown?
Yeah.
I'm not opposed because of what I just said. Like that week 1 against Tampa Bay, I think Chase Brown could cook.
Yeah.
KC is playing Denver, so that is probably the correct angle there.
Like, I like later pieces of Case. Like, I would love just an unstacked Mahomes later. I would love an unstacked Worthy or an unstacked Kelsey. Like, Cincinnati, it's like, oh, we're done. Maybe you get a shot at T. Higgins, but other than that, it's like, it's Burrow and nothing. So
don't need anything else. Right, because we will never get Jamar Chase at the 107. So,
yep. So, like, but yeah, other team I forgot, Baltimore. Baltimore is super juiced up. Week 13 bye, like very easy first few games, at least on paper. Like Zay Flowers and Lamar feels just like a lovely way to play that team. Like yes, they're stacked, but both can go off without the other one going off, or both can go off together pretty easily. So I think I also like Rashi Rice.
We're probably gonna get, but
yeah, I think probably one of these two would be my targets.
Just pulling up today too, yeah.
A little bit.
Pulling up by maybe 2 spots.
Yeah. And Kyron's fine, but meh. Jacobs is fine, but meh. And we're probably going to like the running backs more in rounds 4 and 5 than we would in round 3, at least in my opinion. So I will say if McBride makes it all the way to us, then I would consider it. But
this feels like a late McBride, and I don't want to say anything else more because they might be listening.
Well, this team has Bowers, so they shouldn't.
Okay.
Will you do it?
Oh, they might. Or hold on. They might pull up Kyron.
I mean, it's only a 3-pick fall, ADP-wise, weirdly. So it's not crazy.
Oh, so that other person really just reached on McBride, huh?
He goes McBride. I would just say Flowers here, personally.
This is fine. Flowers and Devonta Smith are both good. I would not pick Josh Allen. I don't know. I am so anti early QB in any format right now.
Yeah.
This was something that I was trying to look into for Scott Fishbowl too. I am not convinced any sort of early QB is worth your pick. Yes, Josh Allen feels like a cheat code a lot of the time. However, you're just missing so much value at other positions that you need multiples of, that it feels not nearly as worth it. Maybe in the 4th, if you ever fell that much.
But that's the hard thing is at least on Underdog, but kind of just across the board so far, the instant you get to Bryan Thomas here at 65, it's just a bunch of quarterbacks and running backs that are gross and wide receivers that are gross and Tyler Warren. So the quarterback pricing is basically perfect in that everyone interesting with a pulse is gone. And then you take elite quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. These are elite quarterbacks that could just rival Josh Allen easily. Will they? Unknown, but they could. I mean, honestly, either of these guys would be fine by me.
If he does fall, because we're now in the 4th round. All right, I'm sold. That's fine. We'll take it.
He goes.
This guy, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these people.
I think Jacobs is a great consolation prize, though.
I think so too.
34, we get him at 42. that feels great that we went Flowers there and didn't like reach for, I don't know, DeAndre Swift or Kyron, because we got a tier above, in my opinion, at wide receiver between Flowers and Devonta. And then we got a very similar running back in Jacobs compared to Swift or Kyron. So
In this build right now is where I would feel like very happy with if this was something I was able to do like every time.
yeah,
Like it almost feels like in Eliminator having a more even build feels better.
yeah, that's
But we'll
kind of
see.
why I pushed for Lamb, because like
Yeah.
we were going to get a running back. Someone took Jeremiah Love at 2-3, which is a choice, but
Appreciate you.
yeah. But like, even if we had no choice between Walker and Brown, like we would have taken whoever was left, and like it just feels better. It feels like I've got an elite wide receiver, I've got an elite-ish, or at least a running back with a chance to be like a top 5 to 6 running back, and then we just build from there and see how the draft falls. We don't have to do one or thing particular. Like we could have easily taken McBride in the third if he fell and felt totally fine with the team still, but he didn't, and that's fine.
And we get a running back whose price is a little deflated due to off-field issues, but we've known that the NFL only cares about a few things, gambling being a big one apparently, and so we end up getting a real value on Jacobs. And now our roster, like if you just looked at the names on the roster, you'd be like, this is a really strong team at both positions here.
Yep. I mean,
and I think Lamar gets back to us again.
Nope. Immediately goes. I would actually
caster curse is pretty.
I would
Waddle feels good, which means he's gonna get picked right here.
I don't love that all of these have the same buy as Jacobs, but like at least Chase Brown has a different one, so we're not like super dead in the water week 11.
I'm interested to pull up Loveland.
Tight end
maybe doesn't matter.
Tight end's just so much better later. I think we go Waddle.
I think Waddle is still the best option here. But like I think there will be times where I convince myself to try a build like where Loveland goes here.
Yeah.
That being, you have your 4 strong players, and then all of a sudden, Loveland being probably the top target in Chicago feels like pretty sick as like your top 5 picks. What up, Jamie? Thanks for tuning in this late evening after the big old USA soccer match.
Yeah.
Ooh. Interesting. The recording Taxi Squad Dynasty episode. I'm curious to see who you have stashed away and who players you are targeting to stash. Price doesn't get to us, right?
Probably not, but
so it's buy 11. So what are our buys actually? We have buy sit.
He falls to
us. Just kidding.
I mean, it's double 11, but I think we just take him. He's very clearly a tier above Pollard for me, even though their ADPs right next to each other.
I would agree. And also, even though, the verbiage around Price's usage is not going to be bell cow, I think that's okay. As someone who is more of a home run hitter anyway, like Price might not even need to have 20 carries. Like just 10 is probably enough for him to do something.
There's also a chance he's just good and we don't know it because
I know
he's been stuck behind the number 3 overall pick his whole career. Like Seattle thought enough of him. Like they're going to give him the first attempt for sure.
Oh no.
Yeah.
just slowly opening up presents. That's
Just
funny.
every 15 minutes, literally every 15 minutes, it's just underdog notification, underdog notification. You literally just have to be like, I'm going to check every like 4 hours and I'm just going to mass make picks at that time. Because otherwise, I will just never put down my phone.
Oh, nice.
Have to check that out. I think it's quarter. It doesn't have to be quarterback here.
I think we need to take one of them because we don't have any quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, but like, we're just starting to crest into the window. Like, there's plenty of them still around. Like, I'm also totally fine. Like Chuba makes sense for this team because he's a different buy and he's definitely early production. He goes. That's fine.
Yeah, there he goes. I think we gotta pick a QB here. Also, I need to skedaddle for 30 seconds, so I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Caleb or stacking Dak? I'm gonna go Dak because there's basically no other quarterbacks that I care about with a week 14 bye. So, I don't have to worry about doubling up on him at all. Week 10, like, I love Caleb, but there's other quarterbacks with a week 10 bye, like Bo Nix and whatnot, that are also interesting to me. And he is stacked with CD, and like, yes, you don't need stacking in the Eliminator, but if CD's going off, it's probably because Dak is going off. East Coasters. Is skedaddle a word? I don't know. Is it in Merriam-Webster? I can't really check at the moment, but it's possible. I'm going to have to make a pick without him here, I imagine. Yeah, that's fine. We're sitting at a 1-3-3-0. Harvey goes. I think wide receiver is strong enough. I think Dobbins is a good pick in the Eliminator. Welcome back.
Skedaddle's a word. What do you mean? Is it a word?
It's certainly a phrase and a saying, but is it really a word? Is it a real Merriam-Webster's official
dictionary.com?
And how do you spell it?
Skedaddle, verb to evacuate.
Okay. How's it spelled?
Skedaddle. Okay. Just like Jamie. No, skitdaddle. I guess skitdaddle might not be a word, but skedaddle certainly is.
Got to put a lot of emphasis on the ski.
I wish this was me because now I'm just posting from the fancy Plus channel, the dictionary link.
So I took J.K. Dobbins.
Okay.
Wide receivers were all kind of flat. Different bye week. Definitely the starter to start the season to kind of offset the Jadarian Price bet a little bit. Feel a lot better at wide receiver this time around, so I didn't feel super inclined to like push it.
I think it's very smart. I think Like, Price does offer some sort of risk here because of the price point, but like at the same time, he was picked at the very end of the first round. He's a technically first round running back. He's gonna see the field. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Don't even say his name because he's gonna get sniped. Don't even say his name because I think that's the right player who we have queued up here.
He goes. He is.
Oh, leaving my body. Okay, fine.
Or we go quarterback. Purdy or Stafford.
I kind of like Purdy. I think Purdy's a very interesting quarterback in terms of like fantasy points.
Yeah.
Gonna hop on that live in a minute doing an offense IDP best ball draft. Oof. Busy for Jamie. Well, thanks for hopping in for a little bit.
Absolutely. I have not stepped into the IDP streets yet this season, and I'm just like, I don't know if I have the mental capacity for this.
There's just no way. More power to all the IDP players. Like even doing the 20-0 games where I had to pick defensive players stresses me out. I feel so dumb. I'm like, I have to pick the names I know. I don't know what actually scores points.
That's fair. I think quarterback was the right move because like wide receiver and running back feel very good here. And like quarterback feels fine, but it feels like we have kind of an abundance of choices at both positions right now and don't have to worry about the third quarterback just yet.
Yeah. Do we only have 3 wideouts still?
Yeah. But I mean, it's a lot better than last time where it was Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, Parker Washington, and question mark.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate that. Means a lot. It means a lot to hear. So thanks for tuning in whenever you do.
Do you like Aaron Jones, Wandale, Bill, Mason?
I'll go Wandale.
Okay.
I think Aaron Jones is fine. Maybe I'm underselling him a little bit. I just don't know with everything going on with that offense. There's just a lot of uncertainty that I don't like per se, and Aaron Jones's like best days are certainly behind him.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know.
No, I'm with you. I hope one of these running backs comes back to us, but I don't know.
I would love Jonathan Brooks. I think Bill would also be good too. I'm not really looking at bye weeks at this point. Wow, they have a lot of early bye weeks, but we have a lot of late bye weeks. So
yeah,
maybe
not the Minnesota guys because of the week 6 bye for Chase Brown, but we might not have a choice. So might just have to see what hits us. The problem is that this is a tight end thing, but we have Lamb and Flowers, so Ferguson and Andrews feels not ideal. That's a lot of stacking.
I know Dak, Ferg, and Lamb.
Yeah,
I guess it's a likely pick. I will say that seems a little more interesting to me. Kincaid's also good.
Yeah,
if he's ever healthy, Kincaid's actually like a worthwhile tight end to roster. Yeah, but it feels like he never get healthy.
It's fine, Underdog. I haven't clicked this 6 times or anything. It's all good. I would also be okay with Malik Willis and shutting it down.
I would absolutely be down for that.
Because no one's really like screaming at me at the moment. Like Bill, if he gets there, your arch nemesis is in front of us. So yeah, he goes.
All right. He gets a pass.
C-Rod's fine, but like I don't feel bad. And well, there goes Malik Willis. So we might be taking
conversation over.
Yeah, he shouldn't take a tight end. He has 2 of them already, so we might be taking a tight end. Yeah,
and we sure will.
Kincaid it is.
Yeah, I like Kincaid a lot in this scenario.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of times when Kincaid was very good for your fantasy roster. Just was tough to time all of the like. It was tough to like predict the weeks that he would actually do his stuff because, oh my god, why am I blanking on the other tight ends? There was Dawson Knox and even the other guy, who's mainly a blocker, whose name escapes right now. Like even they fell in the end zone.
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
Hold on. It's going to bother me.
It's just completely gone. I did know it.
Jackson Hawes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
No relation to Spencer Hawes, former NBA player. Okay. Of course, Ferguson's just like plummeting.
It is still only week 14. So as long as we have another tight end, like as long as like Kincaid performs week 14, maybe it's worth it if he keeps falling.
Yeah, it's just like I guess if there was any offense where I'd be okay double stacking in a weekly elimination, like Dallas would probably be the one. He goes, so that's not a combo.
Okay, saved.
This is how I would have it. Probably like this actually.
Yes. I'm wondering if like my Keaton Mitchell hype is gonna like parabolically go back down soon when the train is off the rails. We can take, I don't know, like part of me says Goddard is better than Diggs, but I don't mind taking Diggs here.
I think Goddard makes sense. Again, we're pretty strong at receiver, even with only 4. Goddard
I just think
gives us
Goddard is
outs.
going, yeah, and I just think Goddard's going to play more than Stowers to start the year. Like, give us a lot more certain, like at least a little more upside in this hopefully revamped Philly offense.
Yeah. We're back in the. Oh yeah, Jalen McMillan was our third wide receiver.
That's maybe that team was just horrible.
Horrible. It is very much like
aggressive.
Every single wide receiver pick has to be correct because if it's not, then it's horrible.
Yeah.
We had to have just guessed right on every single one that's going to break out and the weeks they do so. So, easy.
Why didn't other people just do that? I don't understand.
Yeah. Just draft the correct players. Fantasy's so simple. Yeah. Probably not Pacheco because we have Brown, actually. All the fun wide receivers all the fun everyone is gone, let's be honest here. So all the quarterbacks.
No. No.
Well, it's that or
Geno Smith.
Yeah, or Fernando Mendoza, who might not start for a lot of the season. So
thank goodness it's all our third QB.
Yeah. That's why we take Purdy. At least one quarterback, possibly 2, is going if we don't take a quarterback. And I don't feel that interested in any players outside of Rodgers or Geno. So which one would you prefer?
I would prefer Rodgers.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if Geno finishes the year. And I should probably say that in regards to Rodgers based on age and health, but the Jets do be jetting.
Yeah.
And if Geno Smith doesn't get it done in the first 3 weeks, they might just look towards anybody else, whether that be Kate Klubnik, whether that be I know we went over this before, but Mike back.
Brady Cook.
Brady Cook, that's right. Probably not Brady Cook.
Probably not. No.
Unfortunately, his stint was not very promising.
I will say there's a lot more fun players we can click this time around because we're a lot more balanced than we were.
Yes. Like Debo sounds good.
Yeah.
And our boy, actually, Juwan Jennings feels very good.
Yeah, Jennings feels good. Hunter feels fun. A.D. Mitchell is getting a lot of hype. Kenyon Sadiq as a third tight end feels lovely. Like, there's some options here. Algiers also just falling for reasons.
Yeah, Adonai Mitchell's an interesting one too, because like that would be in a different format. I probably would have actually pushed for Gino and then stacked with Adonai Mitchell. I think that's a very interesting combination.
Yeah.
Like in the very back of drafts. But we are banking on the Jets to keep us alive.
Yeah.
And that unfortunately is not my favorite bet to make.
Yeah.
On the clock, I think it's just Algier.
Yeah, like
Right? Like
everyone else feels better, but Algier is such an ADP faller and like has a different buy that I think we just have to take it, unfortunately. As much as I would love Travis Hunter or Sadiq, I think Algier is the correct click.
I also just think like, I mean, that kind of rounds out our running back room too. So now we can be done there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm shocked that he did fall. I guess people are really, really worried about, obviously, the third overall pick.
Yeah. I'm like, there's a chance. I just like he's just gonna have the same role he had in Atlanta. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be basically exactly the same. Was he a great pick? No. Is he a fantastic contingency pick that also can just vulture a touchdown or two? Yeah. And I'm taking him in the 14th round, and that feels fine.
I am not asking a lot of you, Tyler Algier.
Yep.
But I am asking for a little bit. And in the 14th round, if I get a little bit, I'll be excited.
Yep. There's a lot of boring but probably logical tight ends floating around here. Wide receiver has gotten demolished at this point.
Isaac Tesla doesn't feel very bad.
Yeah. Branch Wicks is interesting. I'm not hearing great things from Antonio Williams. Stribbling with Purdy, since we don't have Evans on this team, is intriguing. Our favorite, our other favorite.
Wait, how many rounds do we have left? We have 3 rounds? 2 rounds?
Yeah, 3 rounds. 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers is what we're aiming for. I feel like tight end is just deeper right now.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree there. I think we definitely just need to start thinking about wide receiver. Like Jerry Jeudy, what do we do with you?
I think we take him, personally.
I guess because he still is allegedly the one. Even with like, man, what's crazy is that like Casey Concepcion and then Denzel Boston are like just both different wide receivers than Jerry Jeudy. So like, they probably still need Jeudy to just do normal wide receiver stuff. Like Casey Concepcion do like out routes and just like, you know, underneath stuff for Yak, and then Denzel Boston's our pure 50-50 guy. Like Jeudy does everything else, middle of the field. Like Fannon's probably a middle field Yak guy. I don't know. It's just we'll see what Monken has cooking for that team. But
and like they're not going to cut him. He's too expensive to cut, if I remember correctly. Like, you know, I have no faith that any of their quarterbacks are good, but like if one of them is the 23rd best quarterback in football, like there will be points to be had at some point for this team.
Hopefully, maybe.
I would put Dulcich at the top and probably Freiermuth at the second top. And then all the rest of these wide receivers, they're all just kind of the same for me. But I think getting a third tight end, Tyreek Hill, sure. Have fun with that one. Do you prefer Dulcich over Fryermuth, or do you want the Muth?
Let's take Dulcich now.
Okay.
I think we have a lot of Muth. We did take Rogers. Whatever. Maybe that's better for us.
Yeah, I think if like I don't see a world where Fryermuth is just like putting up 30 points again. Like the Cincinnati game last year was just like a weird Arthur Smithism more than anything. And
oh my god, yeah.
Also the Bengals being the Bengals defense. Like he's probably the fourth option. He might even be the fifth option if they just like really believe in Jaylen Warren. Like it depends on how good Bernard is. Like, yeah, I think Rodgers is more so just like see if he gets a 30-point game once. He's by coverage in case the other by coverage is injured. He's not really someone where I'm like, what if the Steelers offense was good? Because I don't think it is.
Like,
I don't think it is.
I do wonder if you can sell yourself this story that the Steelers are a team that you're getting a massive discount on, and like all of these pieces are going to be like so vital to a championship roster that you gotta have them, and like every time they're within like in earshot of ADP, you're like scoop them up.
Yeah,
I think that's a really hard sell, but I'm sure someone out there is concocting that discussion right now.
and if you are, seek religion.
No, you're doing ayahuasca. You're so far past that. You're doing whatever the darkness retreat Rodgers is doing.
Yeah. Very, very valid. I don't think religion can save you if you're at that point. Yeah, I think it's just 2 wide receivers to close it out. Like, we've only taken 5, but it feels like a good 5 to me. all different buys, 3 great offenses and 2 volume shots. Take a couple, maybe 1 rookie, 1 veteran, and just let her fly.
I like Zachariah Branch always just like catches my eye based on what like he can be. Like he is a screen god for sure, but at least he's super fast.
Yeah.
And both Tua and Penix don't really have like elite arms, so like maybe they just give him ball in space and see what he can do. Yeah, that is always intriguing to me.
I was gonna go for Kirk, but he went, so I'm good with Branch here.
Okay.
As well.
And then then just go on Cooper Kupp if he's still there. I doubt he does. I doubt he stays there. Just kidding.
Yeah. Well,
I
removed him because we already have 2 week 11 buys, so we probably want to avoid that. Don't want Surratt because I forgot we have Flowers. That would be silly. He's probably at the top of the queue, which is unfun, but he's probably signing somewhere.
I'd be interested in Devon Bailey. What an absolute horrifying sentence to say.
Listen, again, we can't go Pat Bryant because we have Waddle. Like all the fun late, we kind of played ourselves because all the fun late clicks are on the teams that we drafted the star of. So
yeah. Well, there's Keyshawn Booty staring at me after I talk trash at him.
I'm gonna keep scrolling on by. Yeah, that's
Isaiah Bond. Oh,
like God. You're making a Miami guess at this late, and it's like there's 6 options and none of them are good. So have fun.
Man, I wish Chris Bell was healthy. It'd be so much easier.
He might redshirt is kind of what it's sounding like now. Like he legitimately just might not play this year entirely, which is not great.
Not bad. It really, really bodes horrible for his future, but like it's like probably the right thing to do to at least have him healthy.
Yeah.
Don't risk anything. The future is not this season for the Dolphins, which is horrible for HN, but better for the entire franchise as a whole. So we'll see. But man,
do you prefer Vele over Keenan?
I do. I just think that wherever Allen goes, I'm worried that it's not going to be the same amount of like volume as he got in LA with the Chargers, or I guess he was with the Bears for a hot second.
Yeah. Or he goes back to LA, but it's worse because there's so many freaking mouths to feed.
Yeah, there are 8,000 wide receivers and tight ends now that Njoku's there too.
Yeah. I was watching Ship Chasing today, and Jacob Sanderson was basically just like, yeah, there's basically 11 skill players that the Chargers will play, at least, because you have Hampton, Keaton, and probably Vidal at running back. You have Alec Ingold at fullback. You have QJ, Ladd, Trey Harris, and one of Brennan Thompson or KLS at wide receiver. We're not even including Keenan Allen right now. And then you have Gadsden and Njoku and Kolar at tight end. And then
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and we might throw Keenan Allen in the mix just for funsies.
Well, I guess the good news about all of that is that Ingold and Kolar are blocking. They are certainly not really going to catch a ton. Obviously, they'll be involved in some capacity sometimes, but
I am hearing unfun things about Charlie Kolar from fantasy perspective.
No, do not tell me he's getting reps.
Not just reps. They signed him to be the starter and paid him to be the starter and see him as a 3-down tight end. So,
well, that was a fun 4-week stint for Rondé Gadsden, huh?
Yeah. So it really just comes down to what actually plays out on the field. Do they just use Gadsden as a big slot? And who does that screw over in the wide receiver room? Probably Trey Harris, but like could be any of the three, to be honest. Like, does David Njoku even make the team, or did they just sign him for the lulz and then they just cut him in camp? Like, who's the backup running back? Is anyone the backup running back? Is it just a rotation of grossness? Like, it's the Chargers are like, this offense is going to be fantastic. Who? Don't know. Someone. Maybe none of them individually, but collectively they're excellent. Like, it could just be Justin Herbert. And that's it.
Like, what do you like? It's very exciting to be a fan of their football team. I'm sure of it, but it is an absolute nightmare scenario for fantasy to try to figure out who after Ladd can we even trust. Like, all of their prices are so wildly different that like you're going to get a value on somebody, you're going to be paying up for somebody by accident. Like, before you even know it, you realize like, wow, QJ, that was like way too costly, and it's like the 8th round ADP or something. Like,
he's rising.
It's just God.
He's in the 70s in ADP. Like, legitimately the early 70s. He's a 6th, 7th round pick and rising for no reason. There's been no news.
The McDaniels effect, I guess, is that real? Like, I guess the one piece of news was like, yeah, man, your break out of your route is elite. Like, the league's not ready for that yet.
Yeah, I
think that was like the quote that like made people start thinking Quentin Johnston's like the truth, or something better than he might even be. So, oh my God. Okay, well, I just hope August comes soon, because we need some like real information, because this is going to drive me up a wall.
Yep. Alrighty, let's recap this team. Another 3-5-7-3 in the Eliminator. At quarterback, we have Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Aaron Rodgers, all different buys. That feels lovely. At running back, we got Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Jadarian Price, J.K. Dobbins, and Tyler Algier. All of them after ADP. Feels excellent. Wide receiver, we reached a little bit on CeeDee Lamb at the 7th pick and reached a little bit for Zay Flowers. but still got Jalen Waddle, Wandale Robinson, Jerry Jeudy, Zachariah Branch, and Devon Vele to pair with them. And then at tight end, again, 3 different buys: Dalton Kincaid, Dallas Goedert, and Greg Dulcich. Definitely a much better team than the first one.
This feels a lot more confident. I like this a lot, and it makes me really think about potentially ditching both strats of heavy wide receiver or heavy running back. Like, not having the other half feels kind of bad, only because like we have to play around a lot of certain things you wouldn't normally have to play around in a best ball mania or something like that. Like, starting, say, like we went 0 RB here, like that feels okay up until you have to then trust one of these mid-round running backs to get you out of the week. Like, that feels like no way, just certainly not. So
like this 0 RB drafter took 5 straight wide receivers, then took 3 straight quarterbacks, and then took their first running back with Kyle Monangai and Jonathan Brooks, then took Jalen Coker for funsies, and then like that running back room is just like so almost certainly dead on arrival. Like, Charbonnet's not playing, Amari DiMercado's not good at football, Jonah Coleman's probably not playing. You're praying that between Brooks and Mitchell you get 10 points out of one of them, and you get 12 points out of Monangai, but you could get 10 points combined out of all 3 of them.
I was gonna say, but there's also like a really high percentage chance like Jonathan Brooks is also just a straight up goose egg, and Mitchell's a goose egg. Like, I mean, I doubt they will be based on their offenses and like how they're going to be used. I'm sure they're going to get reps, but that's a really scary proposition to have to trust them all. And like you said, like Zach Charbonnet's certainly not going to be playing. I don't. That's. I mean, in a different format, like that would be interesting to me. Like, if you're not immediately kicked out, that seems okay.
Like these 2 picks are weird to me. Like, I would have much rather had Pacheco and Sampson in the position that they were in.
I can only assume that they're scared of the true Gibbs workhorse, but like, oh man, I don't know. That feels
like if I had to rank who's getting week 1 touches out of those 4, like Charbonnet's dead last, and Jonah Coleman would be dead last if possible, if they would both be last. And these 2 would be much higher.
Tied for 0.
Basically, I would take Kamara and just like Amari DiMercado is probably their 3rd down running back. That's true. It just doesn't matter because what's that going to get you?
I know, what value does that actually bring you from a Cardinal 3rd down offense that will certainly be blocking?
It's a Chiefs 3rd down offense, but still.
Like, oh my god.
But like, still, like, what's 2 catches for 8 yards going to get you in a half-point PPR best ball? Like, yay, 1 point.
Not a ton.
A singular point for me.
Wow. Fascinating.
Yeah. Well, folks, that's the Eliminator. Much different from Best Ball Mania. Very interesting contest. If you have not drafted on Underdog and you want to, you can scan that QR code at the top right of your screen, or you can sign up with the promo code FN Plus, that is FNPLUS. When you play $5 on any pick'ems, there's a ton of World Cup pick'ems right now that you can choose from, baseball, all that good stuff. When you play $5, you'll get $50 in bonus funds that you can use on more pick'ems, or that you can use on drafts like the Eliminator. You can get 5 whole Eliminator drafts if you do that. So make sure to sign up for that. And if you haven't signed up already, we are running a best ball tournament called Super League. It is for charity, for Extra Life for Kids, a great organization that we have partnered with for several years now. Great time all around. Lots of divisions, lots of people joining from both in the fantasy industry as creators and as quote unquote experts like ourselves, or just fans like you. So please join Super League if you haven't already. If you're not sure how to, definitely reach out to us in the Discord. We can get you a link. Reach out to us on Blue Sky. We are always around, and we would love to get you to sign up if you haven't already. But that is going to do it for us today. Thanks for joining us on this lovely Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you guys in the streets in the next few weeks. Thanks, y'all.
Sounds good. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. I don't know where I went.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.